house. This world, I don't know no more. Need to cash out. Bless up. I'm him, I don't care. I'm him, I don't care. I do what makes me happy. That's why I'm alone. It makes me happy. I don't pick up the phone. It makes me happy.
Hey, what up guys? Welcome to my channel, Growing Pains. My name is Cyrus. So on this channel, we typically like to talk about mindset-oriented topics or finances. So in today's video, we're going to be going over goals and systems, how they helped me and how they can potentially help you reach goals that you're trying to pursue. Understanding how to hit your goals, you break it all the way down to literally the basics, right? All the way down to the bare bones of obviously understanding what a goal is, what a system is, and then how to implement it. So let's talk about goals. What is a goal? A goal, if you were to ask me, I would assume a goal would be a direction or a general result that you're trying to achieve, right? A goal is something that you're trying to achieve, is something that would make you feel good if you were to achieve the results of whatever project or goal that you're pursuing. So whether it's like paying off your car or buying a house or a relationship goal or whatever, it could be anything, finances, even what I'm doing, starting a YouTube channel. Yeah, goals, yeah, would be a result of something that you had to work towards. So just like a lot of other people, right? I used to just set goals. I didn't necessarily set systems for those goals. So whenever I was pushing towards that goal, there wasn't like a reliable schedule in place of how I'm going to reach that goal or whatever, right? It was just, I'm going to, lift weights and, get swole or something. But it was like, there was no schedule. There wasn't like, I'm going to go 4 days a week between 5 and 6 p.m. at this destination and blah, 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 blah to hit that goal. So that brings us into what I'm talking about right now, systems, right? What is a system? They're like building blocks. It's a routine or something, a regiment that you do to hit that goal. So like I said, if you're trying to like work out and you're trying to get ripped or you're trying to lose like 20 pounds or whatever, your system would be how you get to that goal. I was very clear on the vision of my goals, but I was not very clear on the vision of the system that I would need to apply to hit that goal. So I hope you guys are following me. This is really good stuff. You guys should be like writing this down, because this is like, so I ended up reading a book called Atomic Habits, and I probably listened to the audiobook probably like 4 or 5 times. So this is stuff that kind of just stuck in my head that I took away from the book that helped me the most, and I'm kind of condensing it down into this video for you guys. So cool. Identifying what a goal is and identifying what a system is very important, because they're two totally different things. But I love goals. They're a compass to where you want to go, or like where you want to be, or what you're trying to do. But the system is what's going to get you there. And I've done 3 years of sales, and they teach you that. They literally drill that into your head. Lean on the system, not your emotions. You want to just lean everything onto the system, and let the system do the work for you. So that's basically what you're trying to do. You're creating these little systems for yourself, and you practice doing them until it becomes a habit, to the point where you're not having to even think about it anymore. You're just doing it. And then depending on how that system's set up, or whatever your goal is for that system being in place, it ends up almost being a lifestyle, because you're not thinking about it anymore. You just naturally do it. And then it'll help you get to that goal a lot easier, because you're not even trying anymore, right? You're just kind of jump starting what your system is already supposed to naturally do for you, and then implement that into your lifestyle. What I like about systems is that a goal, typically when you have a goal, right? And let's say you're taking longer than you anticipated to hit that goal. If you're only setting goals, your only time you're going to be happy when you set a goal, and just a goal, is when you reach that goal. Because then it's like, oh, I hit the goal. Now I get to be happy because I'm at that goal. But the thing is especially if it's taken a while to hit that goal, or you're having like a bad day or whatever, it's easy to kind of just put the goal on the back burner or fall off from that goal because you're not happy until you hit that goal. But if you have a system towards getting towards that goal, you can be happy literally anytime that you're implementing the system for the goal, because you know you're building those blocks to eventually get you high enough to touch and feel and be a part of, experience that goal. I really, really like that, because it's really easy to get discouraged, especially when you go through adversity and you have setbacks. Life is totally unpredictable as far as like what's going to happen. So being happy anytime your system is being put to work towards getting towards that goal is so refreshing, because you look at your days differently. You look at everything differently, because you know that you're going to get to where you're going to be if you keep and that's what Atomic Habits is about. Literally the very title is making very small changes and doing it consistently until it compounds. Because if you know anything about compound interest, that's how it works. It's like with stocks, with, working out, like on a regular basis, or, you do anything on a regular basis, eventually you're going to get good at it, right? That's how we learn how to walk, as a kid. You like stand up, you walk, you fall down, you stand up, you crawl. First you crawl, walk, whatever. You get what I'm saying? But, yeah, so I think that's really, really cool, right? You don't have to delay your happiness, right? As long as you're doing your systems, just be happy that you're literally on your way and you're putting in work. So another thing that I learned that was really interesting as far as reading that book was changing your identity. So some of these goals, right, is going to require you to change your identity. The example that they gave in the book, right, there was two, let's say there's two different people, right, and they're both trying to quit smoking, and they're both offered a cigarette. In example one, the person offers them a cigarette and they say, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. And then in the book, it's like, yeah, it sounds like, a normal, honest response, but let's listen to example number two. In example number two, the person's offered a cigarette. In example number two, he says, no, thank you. I don't smoke. Like, I'm not a smoker anymore. So the difference is, in example one, this person is pursuing a goal, believing that he's a smoker that's trying to stop smoking. In example number two, his whole entire mindset is, I do not smoke. So I don't want that cigarette because I'm not a smoker anymore. So when you look at a goal from that angle, it really changes how you behave around that goal. So if you're someone who wants to work out and be fit, you tell yourself, I'm a fitness, trainer, or I'm a fitness enthusiast. And the way you program that to stick in your head is for you to constantly show proof of that, So what I mean by that is, like, if you say you're a fitness trainer, well, what does a fitness trainer do? They work out. If you're working out like 3 or 4 days out of the week, even if you're working out 2 days out of the week, you're giving yourself examples of why you're identifying as this thing, because you're actively doing what you're identifying as. So if you're trying to read more books, you're not a person that reads a book. I am a reader. You know what I mean? I'm not a person that's trying to read more books. I am a reader. And then you back that up with proof by doing that. Even if you're only doing it for like 10 minutes a day, that adds up, right? After 7 days out of the week, that's 70 minutes of reading. That's like an hour and 10 minutes of you picking up a book and reading it. Eventually you're going to finish that book. And most people don't do that, So you're that much, how many hours that is in a year? You know, that's that much more than you're reading than the average, you know, person that doesn't normally read a book, or, you know, expand their education or learning, because that stuff compounds too, right? It's like so that's what I mean by compound interest. You can literally use it with anything, whether it's with your time, with how much you're spending doing that, you know, activity or whatever, right? So changing your identity is very, very important to implement when you're setting goals and systems to hit those goals. So I'm just going to backtrack of what we went over so far. We've learned what a goal is. A goal is a result that you're trying to achieve. What a system is a string of behaviors done consistently to help you hit or reach that goal. So it's something you put in place. The more specific, the better. At this time, at this location, I'm doing A, B, and C, right? And then we learned how we don't have to delay our happiness whenever you're doing whenever you're implementing your system to get towards a goal. You can be happy because you know you're this much closer to, you're just literally just closing the gap until boom, you hit your goal. So super, super cool. And then changing your identity. So really, really, really powerful thing to do, right? If you say you're a YouTuber, then it's kind of hard to be a YouTuber if you're not putting in the work to do that, right? So the system allows you, and it can be a small system. You can work on something for as little as like 1 minute at a time, or 1 minute a day, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. As long as you're doing it, yeah, obviously the shorter, you know, the time frame you give yourself to work on something, the longer it's going to take to hit that goal. But the small habits help, and you can grow those. So you can start off as simple as doing something like making up your bed in the morning. It's like, I identify as a tidy person, and just wake up and make your bed before you leave the house. Once you master that, then you can add other things to it, right? But yeah, let's set those goals high, guys. Create some systems, and let's make some boss moves, ascend, and get where we need to be. If you found this useful, please go ahead and like and subscribe for me. I would really appreciate that. I do want to grow this channel. Obviously, I want to help as many people as possible. Just kind of teaching like the little things that I've learned, kind of give you guys some game on it. And then if you guys have anything to add, feel free to add it into the comments. I'm interested to hear what anybody has to say on this topic. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. Let's hit those goals, set those goals high, and I'll see you guys at the top.
It's a new year coming in, and I'ma make a vow tonight. I won't leave stressed out tonight. There won't be no letdowns tonight. Ain't no well wishing loud tonight. Letdowns tonight. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? Oh, you want the password to